What's up, everybody? Trainer Steve here with 5 meal prep hacks just for you. Here's number 1. Have a weekly planning day. Have a day that you plan out what you will eat throughout the week and what obstacles may arise. This means if it's like a Sunday, you sit down and say, okay, Monday through Saturday, this is in general what I'm going to be eating. And I know that there's a party coming up, and I know that I have an appointment coming up, so I need to make sure that I have my eating around those times really planned out so that I don't make any last-second choices that are unhealthy. The reason why I want to plan is because having a plan makes us 40 to 60% more likely to be successful with our adherence, and that means we are more likely to be shredded. Number 2, dedicate days in the week for meal prep. This means the actual days that you're doing the prepping. I used to do Tuesdays after I would grocery shop from Winco, would fill up on 4 different meals. I would cook breakfast scrambles, I would cook steaks, I would make a bunch of smoothies, and I had salmon usually. So there was a lot of variety cooked in that day, a whole bunch of different meals. Got the job done. Number 3, stock up on your staple ingredients. It's really important to have things around. When you start running out of stuff is when problems start to arise. So you're going to want things like frozen broccoli, frozen veggies, all kinds of different fruits you can cut up and freeze too as well. We prefer to keep the veggies, though, on the higher ratio. Stockpiling your eggs. And it's not a bad idea to even have, like oats and things like that stockpiled as well because, hell, who knows what's going to go on with this virus. Number 4, have enough containers. Keep foods available to you by having the containers. We prefer glass Tupperware here over the plastic. Plastic can leach chemicals. However, I think, in my personal belief, it's healthier to just eat healthy foods than it is to really be stressed out and worried about eating out of plastic. So you're better off eating healthy foods than not. So if you can afford glass ones, though, go get them. Number 5, freeze your meals. I've frozen cooked salmon, beef, breakfast scrambles, green smoothies, you name it. I've frozen it. Salmon as well. Different dessert treats as well. I've frozen all kinds of things, and they're great the next week still. And having foods in the freezer, all you have to do is microwave it, right? So there's no excuse if you're in a hurry. It's faster to microwave a food than it is to leave, get in your car, drive to the drive-thru, and come back out, okay? So keeping that in mind, having your fresh frozen foods available to you is going to keep you feeling good and strong. And the hidden one, number 6, track your hobbits, the Lord of the Rings. Track your habits of meal prepping at sticktoitsquad.com. That's here in this Facebook group where we do the Habit Roll Call Live. We're giving away $50 in August by crossing off your boxes saying, I did what I was going to do. For our example here, tracking your habit of meal prepping, you would say, this month I will start the habit of meal prepping. And if I do this, I will get a body that is more banging than Beyonce. Okay, and then right here, we are going to put track your habit. So what we're doing is meal prepping. So we're going to say, okay, I meal prepped. For instance, I put meal planning instead of prepping, really, to be honest. So here I'm planning what I'm having today. Right. So today I know I'm meal 1, meal 2, and 3. I'm having this, this, and this. As soon as I've written that on paper, exit out, and then continue the process over and over. Each time you plan your day, you wake up, you say, I know I'm going to have this today. As long as you stick relatively close to it, you're going to do it way better than you did had you not done any of this planning. Okay, once you've crossed off all of these days in a row, you're going to start to realize, hey, I'm getting in a habit of doing this. And then you don't even have to worry about tracking it as diligently because you've made it a habit. All right, everybody, so I hope that makes sense. I'm going to go over my 5 tips, going backwards here one more time. 5 meal prep hacks. Number 1, have a day in the week which you plan your meals and what you're going to do and what obstacles may arise, because it'll make you more successful. Number 2, dedicate days in the week for meal prep. That means 1 day or 2 days of the week you're going to be cooking. Number 3, stock up on staple ingredients so that you never run out. Number 4, have enough containers. You can never have enough containers. I freaking lose them all over the place. Number 5, freeze your meals. If you can't find space in the freezer, I suggest finding a little mini freezer or something. This has been one of the biggest game changers for me as a personal trainer and finding my own personal health. All right, everybody, those are the 5 tips. Make sure you're tracking at sticktoitsquad.com or on your own. Much love.